that true player shit. We gon' make it live with Big Dom. We ain't holding no punches. True players, we live, homie, no frontin'. Always talk about something. So taking over, you know that the wait is over. That in your face commentary is fire in the show up. We talk about sports, finance, and relationships. True players, we always playing the greatest hits. 1804, that mean Hades lit. Mother still the true players like baby kicks. Our live podcast is hard as hard hats. Real life shit, that true players will talk that. So tune in and watch the whole world zoom in when they hit.
What's good, everybody? It's your man Big Doug coming live now at you another True Players podcast episode. I got my special guest today. I know everybody's waiting for him to get on the show right now. The author, the originator of the True Players podcast theme, my cousin, Prophecy. Join us. I tell you guys. I tell you guys. I think one thing about him, he's the best unsigned artist ever. I'm not saying that because he's my cousin, because I'm telling you this because it's straight facts. The versatility of this man. He go from bars, lyrical, to trap music and back to lyrical. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no thing with him. Any style works for him. So Prophecy, take over, man. Tell the people about you.
People, man. So shout out to to the world, to everybody that's trying to make an advance. To my big cuz Dom, the True Players podcast. The name speak for itself, man. Future foretelling. We've been in this business for years, just in the cut like bacteria, man, as usual. And the time is now. Been making noise for decades, got a lot of followers, a lot of artists that's in the mix right now that would say, I appreciate that brother right there for leading me in the right direction and helping me with my bars and constructing and everything else. But on the other side, Dom, you got those forgetful ones. You know what I mean?
You got the forgetful ones, you got the haters, you got everything, all that in between.
All the in between, everything, yo.
You know what I'm saying? The key is, though, you got to keep pushing through it. Dreams have no expiration date. So as long as you living, as long as you breathing, you can keep pushing to achieve that dream. And your dream is to become one of the hottest, not just the hottest artists out there, to be the hottest producer out there. So how many artists are you working with right now as far as the producing side of it goes?
Well, right now, as far as projects and putting songs out, I'm working with 5. Mm-hmm. But overall, I'm looking at 17 on the roster.
17 on the roster. So how are you dividing your time amongst each artist to give them the amount of time needed to work on their art and things like that?
Perfect question. You know why? Because the answer only focuses on their ability and where they stand at. You know what I'm saying? In Gridlock, I wasn't aiming for just any artist. You know what I mean? If you ain't from the trap, I don't expect you to speak of the trap. You know what I'm saying? We was handpicking artists because we wanted their authenticity. You know what I mean? The original style of them. I didn't want them to be somebody else's story. You know what I'm saying? I wanted their pain, their image. So the music is completely different from what we're hearing now. The music is the kids, whatever they saying is whatever they going through. Whether it's, the virtual issues, you know what I'm saying, with the schools, you know what I mean, because it's not perfect. You know what I mean? The kids ain't really, getting what they need. Some of them are going through internal situations at home with, family, friends, and instead of them being, original and speaking on what they're going through, they forced to deal with whatever is already set in this industry. And you not, what I mean, if you're not a baller, don't talk about it. You know what I mean? If you're not a killer, don't talk you killing. If you ain't trapping and you ain't on that block, don't talk trapping and you on that block unless you letting the world know, hey, this is for my mans and them that's on that block. Because a lot of these kids, they just want to be somebody. They forgot to be themselves. So that's what Gridlock is really about. You know what I mean? We traffic jam and put a halt on everything so we could focus and take time to see, you know, what the artists want and what the artists feel and what they could do.
Absolutely. You want the basically what it is, you guys are looking for the authenticity of
Yeah.
those of the artist, and which goes a long way, especially in this business, because the business itself is a tough business to be in. It's a lot of sacrifice you have to make. How far, depending how far you want to go, how much, what type of sacrifice you want to make to do to make it. And
Right.
my question to you is it important for you to be signed with a label, or you want to be independent? Which one is more important to you?
Shoot, like the best thing is independence, because you know that's where I'm at. I come from a country of, you know, primary independence. You know, Haiti.
That's right.
We out here. Shout out to my Zoes, man.
That's right.
Like
1804.
that's primary. You know, that's primary, bro. You just gotta, you know, sit there and just focus on it. Like the other day, I was chatting with Jada, and Jada said, "Yo, bro, like I need you to hit me with more. You know what I'm saying, on your page. You know what I mean? I've been so secret with it because it's like I'm sitting at home creating a lot, and then when these kids call my phone, like, yo, Prof, I got an idea. Well, come on, man, let's get it right. And then, you know, we sit down, compose. These kids go home happy. You know what I mean? They feel different. Like they got to release what they couldn't at home. You know what I mean? And even my sons, like we stay, you know, flowing with each other. My sons have this energy that, you know, I'm trying to keep them on that good energy. You know what I'm saying? They don't need to talk about anything out of the ordinary. You know what I mean? That's what, like I said, you know, this game is about following and, you know, tagging on to a lot of things. And a lot of people forget to, you know, stay original, you know.
Right. And it's funny you say that because you talk about your sons. Yes, your sons are also great football players as well in high school.
Yeah.
And it's funny how when you started, you were playing football as a linebacker in Hollis, Queens, and you went from the football field to the rap studio. It's like they're coming right into that same lane. You know what I'm saying? Genetics is a strong thing, brother. We got strong genetics. We're about dreamers. We're dreamers. We're entrepreneurs. We're bosses. We just don't like taking orders from anybody.
Nah.
Me working at the hospital that I work at, I'm having a hard time taking orders myself because I feel that the people who are giving me orders are not authentic people.
That's
You
right.
get what I'm saying? So
That's right.
when you're dealing with authentic people, it's easier to take orders.
That's right.
When you deal with the fake shit, he's like, nah, I ain't trying to listen to you. I'm gonna go do my own thing.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? But when you mention your artists that you're producing, you're helping out. My question to you is, how much input do they have in their own craft? Because you know, a lot of people in the industry they get an artist, they like what they hear through the rap shows or the little rap shows they do, and then they bring them into the office, they sign a contract, and then they change their style. How do you My thing is, how do you allow their input into their music when they come to you and with their ideas? How much input do they have?
Well, for instance, like there's one kid, I ain't gonna, you know, say any names, but
No, don't say those.
he likes to always push out there, hey, yo, I got some new stuff, and then the new stuff don't last. You know what I'm saying? It's like a 10 to 15 second snippet of playing around. This is not no playing around. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not gonna get on your live and really let the world feel you, there's no sense of even bringing it up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The slogan of, you know, like, go hard or go home. You gotta
E40.
You gotta you know, shout out to 40. You know what I mean? Like, you really gotta take it into perspective, yo. Like, you can't just be wasting valuable time. You know what I mean? We already isolated. So if I'm in my house and I'm, you know, streaming, I want to see something work. You know what I mean? Not that's all you got. Hold on, let me take that back. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and me, I'm not like that with these artists. The artists that I ran into, I say, yo, be yourself. You don't gotta be me. Definitely don't be me. You know what I'm saying? But try to listen to what I'm about to drop on you, because you know, age, you know, like they say, is nothing but a number. It's all about the experience, because you could be 50 and still be stupid.
Right.
You know what I mean? I've been there, done that. Did my time, you know, and things happen. You know what I mean? Had, like I said, beautiful children. So it's like, through what I went through, if I see a kid like about to go down that negative road, I'm trying to pull him from it. You know what I mean? Instead of, promoting more of, the trap, just promote what you've experienced from the trap. You know what I mean? We already changed it from neighborhood, block, hood. We're now transformed into trap. So if you know mentally you in the trap, what are you trying to do? You trying to get out the trap, right? So the mentality is, if you're a kid that didn't have to really hustle and all you had to do is listen, see your mom, drop some music about mom. You know what I mean? It makes more sense than you trying to be somebody else that you ain't. You know what I mean? Rest in peace, Nips. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Look what's going on. I'm saying, like, there's lessons to be learned with these brothers, passing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So me, I'm not gonna sit there and act, yo, little homie, go through this and you'll talk about. Nah, I'm not with all that. Yo, little homie, yo, shut your mouth. You born right now. I know you ain't do that. Let's just cut it. Let's get right here. Let's focus on something positive. You know what I mean? A lot of these kids, like I said, they just follow. So I'm trying to give them something different, to follow. So while they following, they become leaders.
Correct. It's something to say. I mentioned the Game of Thrones. Something that one of the I think it was Jerome Mormon said, in order to lead, you gotta know how to follow.
Yeah, you have to.
And that's important because mentorship is about mentoring people who are coachable. If you're not coachable, you're not really into improving yourself or being that leader that you need to be in order to mentor the next man after you.
That's right.
All right. So now my question to you is, if your artist has the delivery and the presentation is weak, how do you help them improve their presentation when they're on that stage?
Well, the delivery is definitely, that energy within. So you're gonna have to, a lot of kids, they shy to smile. So I've been telling one of my artists, yo, you gotta smile a lot. You know what I'm saying? Be more expressional to. Don't be angry faced on a smile party around. You know what I'm saying? You want to smile. You know what I mean? You got the swag. Like this one kid, like he got this cool ass Nas type swag where he can talk some, but he's so aggressive. You know what I'm saying? And it took him 2 months, yo. Yo, Dom, I kid you not, yo. He came so smooth. You know what I mean? So I'm like, there you go. And no lies, like I haven't heard an aggressive thing coming from him. You know what I'm saying? Only when needs to really be aggressive. So that transformation showed me I could keep rocking with him. You know what I'm saying? Then like back in the day, it was my little cousin Ja. Shout out Ja. You know what I mean? My Pa Rules. It's so crazy like how like it was in him to rhyme, but he ain't always do it. You know what I mean? He was a bad boy moving these streets, you know what I mean? Gooned up. But hanging around me, he developed a flow. And I sat down, I was writing with him one time, and he picked up. And Dom, like, he flew. Right. And within less than a year, Ja had like two, 3 notebooks. You know what I mean? Wow. And he was going hard. You know what I mean? And it's like his first track, done with me, sounded so good. He ain't sound like a newbie. You know what I mean? At all. So. I'm proud of a lot of things, as far as that aspect of the music, you know what I mean, with me. It's not just me creating, it's me creating with others. That's the best part. You know what I mean? Because I got a bunch, I can always be fired by myself, but when I blend with people, oh, man, it's crazy.
It is what they say is there's no I in team. You know what I'm saying? You need the conglomerate with you to really go to a higher level. Now, there's one track I was listening to on SoundCloud. She likes R&B. What was the motivation behind that song?
Hey, yo, Primary, you know what I mean?
Right.
Is your cousin, you know what I mean?
Right.
wifey is, she been around. You know what I mean?
Right.
22 long, hard, strong years, and it's like my G. At the end of the day, when you feel your music, is because like you really going, you live in that music, man. You know what I mean? And this is the super plus. The plus is me being who I am, using my my swag and persona as is. You know what I mean? I don't gotta hide who I am. You feel me?
Right.
With her, you know what I mean? With nobody really. It's just, in the world, that's what people expect. You gotta change up and all that around wifey. Nah, I am who I am. And that track like basically relates to those females. I think, dudes can't relate to that R&B. Now, yeah, this one does. You know what I mean? I've written a lot to, certain people who ain't holler at me yet, but it's all good. Like, the aspect of music is here, yo. It's in me. I came from a legendary background, so it's a different thing. You know what I mean?
Cool. Now, has any main artists, such as any other artists, hit you up for possibly writing for them as well?
Yo, between you and me, you know what I mean? We got off the record, you know what I mean? Because a lot of handshakes have been made, and I got to remember these handshakes, shout out Alzheimer's, which I don't have. You feel me, bro? Like, I got to, keep it on the raps. Only because, like, part of me keeping it on the raps is humility. You know what I mean? Showing my humbleness. I ain't got to rub it in nobody's face that I know this person, or, you know what I mean? I can easily contact him and her, and I don't got to do none of that. I can just fall back. You know what I mean?
Facts.
It's just, it's a different world I'm living in now.
Facts. I remember when you first came back home, you dropped me that CD. The first track on that was Nothing But Love. That was my favorite track on that album. Favorite track on the album.
Love.
And,
shout out Black Rose.
Yes.
Shout out my nigga Ace Bug. Judah 157. What up, my nigga?
Truth be told, guys, before I interrupt you, Prophecy, Black Rose is also one of the artists on the True Players podcast theme. So Black Rose, get on it and say what up to the people. That's what's up. That's what's up. And I believe on that album you had Break Bread was the second track.
Yeah.
See, my memory it's been since like 17 years ago, and I remember all the tracks on that album is fire. And I knew from that when I heard that. Remember, we knew we when we used to go to Philadelphia, I should drop you little instrumentals from Capone Noriega, TONY, and you were rounding off that shit. I was like, oh shit, that nigga he got
bodying
skills.
Bodying bags since back then. All that back. That's why they say the game is the revolving door, man. You up here 1 minute and then you down. And then, you down, then you be up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember those days. Young, fresh boy, you know what I mean? Bread in the pocket, listening to legendary people such as, Jada, Styles P, you know what I mean? A lot. Shout out Sheik, you know what I mean? Listening to everybody, Biggie, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. What could you do? You know what I'm saying? What could you do? You're intelligent, your mind sprouting, you got words, you got shit you got to say. You know what I mean? What else can you do but develop a skill? You know what I mean? For hip hop, So it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
I definitely got you on that, but let me ask you another question. About the True Players podcast anthem. I did play that on YouTube for one of my podcasters, and it told me it was copyright infringement. Now, can you please clear it up for the people on this podcast about the permission that you received to use that beat? We gonna make it.
Oh yeah. Like, at the end of the day, there's no let me explain. Everybody talk this copyright. Yo, when you for promotional use only, and you not making no money, taken from nobody's mouth, you good. That's not infringement.
Right.
You know it's infringement when you open your mouth and you don't know what you're talking about. That's infringement. You know what I mean? Like,
facts.
Like, cause, like me personally, these artists, you think they not like gonna lose, you know, like a beat to a hacker? Let's be real.
Right.
Let's be real here. And it's not really lost. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's borrowed.
Mm-hmm.
But until I put that price tag on it, you and I, Dominic, we sit there on some sneaky behind the closet, like, yo, man, yo, we're gonna do this and put numbers. That's when we getting grabbed up. You know what I mean? We ain't making no bread. We promoting. And not to mention me, I'm not that type of artist, man. I pay homage. Always remember this face, man. This is a homage painting type of rapper right here. You know what I mean? I go hard for like any instrumental I take. First of all, I'm definitely gonna buy it. I'm not gonna play with it. The whole, you know, hunger behind it is basically, yo, you gotta show, you know, that artist that killed that beat before what you can do. You know what I'm saying? Later on down the line, they be like, yo, I remember he killed my beat. Man, I want him on a feature.
Right.
So, you know, you gotta get with the hustle, man. Get with the program, or you just let Funky's toe jam. And that's a fact.
That's facts too. See, how many times has ESPN has used instrumentals from the artists? How many times? You know what I'm saying?
50 is the best, yo. Shout out to 50 Cent, man. Shout out 50 for taking niggas' music and just bodying it. You feel I'm coming from? Shout out to others that take a nigga's beat and just body it. All these URL cats, man, that just body shit. Come on, let's be real. Come on. Like,
absolutely.
Come on, man. My most favorite is Art. You know what I'm saying? When you listen to him, it's a body. You understand where I'm coming from? There's a lot of these, you know, like, the artist game is different, man. You know what I mean? You got a lot of your all about remixes. You know, your idols, and then you got your lit dudes. You know what I'm saying? Hold up.
I got you. So now what's the next big project for Prophecy, for Gridlock, Team Hugs? What's the next big project you guys are working on?
Motivation, man. That's the next you know, like mixtape. But you know, it's really called Zotivation. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing is, you know, motivate everybody, especially now. You know, we in the final quarter. It's, you know, hungry, you know, gobble gobble turkey, you know, Santa time, you know what I mean? So, you know, you gotta unwind and put everything, you know, looking, you know, for you know, like January. And once January come in, we already, you know, we starting motivating, like the motivation move right now. So it's already in the making. Next month starts, you know, the videos. We're gonna be on live a lot more. Like me and you conversated on. We're gonna be, you know, out there more. Because right now all I need is a lot of image. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of music, but I'm not out there because I've been on my ninja. You know, a lot of, you know, big, you know, artists that I've spoken to most recently told me, yo, Prod, just be in the cut. Don't go out. You know what I'm saying? Just focus on your craft. Just, you know, stay in. You know, shout out to all the real niggas that's, you know, in my corner. You know, that promote that good shit, man.
I got you. You sent me. How'd you? You sent me a link a few days ago in regards to you being in the contest, or they're playing your music on the radio. How'd you doing that?
Yo, it's so crazy, right? Like, let me explain. These people, right? These music group individuals. They'll tell you, yo, send me a track. Like the other day, I'm watching it live. The screen is shaking, Dom. I'm talking.
Yeah, the video feed is
like,
crazy.
It's doing this. Okay, Dom. So this is the speaker banging hard, distorting the music, you know what I'm saying, into whatever you watching. And then the Wi-Fi connection in their building is just in and out. So it's like They get to my track, Dom. It's
Mhm.
lit. It's lit. Mind you, it's 3 of them. Okay, 3 people sitting there looking crazy. Now the light skinned brother, he tried to explain to the other 2, like, yo, man, you don't hear this, man? Like, this that New York, but the other 2 trying to. But I'm like, all that other garbage I was just playing that we can't hear, y'all finally hear me clear, but that's the one you know what? Rub it in. You feel me? That's what I want. It gave me good chills to see that you could really try to knock good music.
Right.
And you're nobody to me. You know what I'm saying? I've been around nobodies, and I've definitely been around somebodies. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of somebodies. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when I run into a situation like that, I laugh because it's like it's always the trash music that people will pick first. It's usually some trash that people pick, yo.
Mm-hmm.
The game is really, it's just different, yo. It's a program game. You gotta look radical. You gotta look crazy. I can't even explain it, yo. I'm sick to my stomach even trying to explain it. I'm so focused on gridlock, I don't even want to explain it anymore. I've said it so many times. You know what I mean? Bunch of pansies.
Let me tell you something, yo. I definitely feel where you're coming from, and I see a lot of what's going on in this rap industry. Since I think the change of rap industry changed, I believe in 2010.
Yeah, pretty much.
It started changing up. I find myself now going back to the 90s, going back to the 80s, going back to the early 2000s, where people still spitting out bars, people still spitting out true lyrics. Not this
mumbo jumbo
something about you got broads in Atlanta and you say nothing else. I don't listen to the rest of it. I'm not trying to throw shade at any rapper. It's whatever he does. But my thing is, I need to understand what the hell you're saying. Your verse got to match the beat.
Yeah, man.
You can't be
the energy, like a lot of these. Yo, shout out to Drake, yo, for always having that energy, yo. You know what I mean? The energy, the concept, and the confidence behind it. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of these dudes, man. They try to emulate the style of the next, and then they be sounding so whack. Like, where was your concept? Did you even try? You ever heard a nigga talk about, yo, Gucci, and then in the video he's not wearing the Gucci? Pay attention. Just pay attention to a lot of like yak sometimes, yo. You know what I mean? That's why I respect authenticity, man. Like, I'm not, man, listen, pocket low. Gotta hustle, gotta go. You know what I mean? Things like that. Keep it real. It's not every day, man, I'm feeling rich. Sometimes I ain't too legit. This MC Hammer, I'm too legit. You know what I mean? Like, you could go there. You know what I mean? A lot of my, like, creativity starts from a freestyle, yo. I freestyle for hours before I drop a pen.
Right. So
damn near, you with me, you recording 3 hours of freestyle, and then I'm sitting down creating.
Right.
That's, you don't got that in a lot of artists nowadays. They too busy. So either they getting their face powdered up, you know what I mean, or they on the ground a little too much. You know what I'm saying? Not creating.
Wearing dresses.
Yeah, like that's killing me, man. like, yo, you come in the gate, straight like that. I'm accepting and seeing it for what it is.
Right.
But don't come in like me, yo, my nigga. 3 months in the game, you hold different. Like what? What you talking about? When? Like my new track, I just wrote a song called Weirdos. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a bunch of that running around. And me, man, I don't got no time for that, yo. Like, let's keep that shit from me, man. Hold up.
And it's original beats.
You feel me? And that's why I'm more into like producing my own beats now.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to all the producers online who show me love and be like, yo, my nigga, don't worry about no lease.
Mm-hmm.
Lease, what beat? That's you, my nigga. I know what you're gonna do. You know what I mean? All these other dudes, they be like, yo, he about to charge you. No, he not. What you talking about? You don't even know me. Like, I can't stand that. Don't tell me about my line and where I'm at and how I'm moving. I got
Facts.
now. If you got something better, holler, bring it to the table. But right now, Gridlock, I don't need nothing but my uncle and Black Rose's decision, man.
I feel that. Now, if you had a choice, if name one artist that you would love to be a feature on their song, which artist would that be?
Jada.
Okay. Why is that? Why is that?
Because like you know, the name of the group stands for itself, man. These guys, they did it, man. Living off of experience, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he's still out here and showing that love to artists. And, you know, it's him and definitely Dave East, because, man, the homie, man, he just got this hunger. You know what I mean? And remind me of me back then. You know what I mean? And then, yo, you know what's the best part? Dudes is probably looking like, yo, talking about back then, this nigga look young as a... Yeah, get it right. And I like that part, too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they be like, yo, think I'm yesterday's dude. Nah, man, I've been around. Like I said, I'm a ghost, you know, behind other ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You can call me Rap Casper. How about that? Word up. Shoot. As far as the Angels, man, word, like one rap legend said, yo, man, I hate when you do this to me. I said, what? It's like, man, you always interfering. I said, what you mean? He's like, man, when the angel of rap come down to deliver my bars to me, he always stop at your house first.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, yeah, good luck. You know, so it's like, you know, when I sit there and I listen to certain things, and you know that people tell me, man, it just gives me my go, yo. You know, that equals to the motivation. You know what I mean? Especially my Asian bros, man. Team Hugs, man, let me tell you, man. Hugs, he could be angry face or smile face, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm motivated by both.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because, you know, this man will tell you, Prof will be down, yo. And he'll still be smiling. You know what I mean? He'll prevail. You know what I mean? He'll get up and do what he do. And he's a beast with his music. And I appreciate that love, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Haiti Polo. You know what I mean? Yo, Lionheart, you already know, man. We out here. Gorilla, Ricky Bless. You know what I mean? Ricky Bless, you know, that's Zoe right there. Cause like he another artist, you know what I mean? That like he's hitting it hard right now with the Zoe code.
True.
You know what I mean? Me and him, you know, we have, you know, a great collection of music together that this world, they're not ready for, bro.
Not ready for it.
Not. The features that I'm lined up with right now, they're not. You know what I mean? They're not. The artists that, like, on a daily basis, like, check in with me and make sure that the brothers, you know, on the up and up, man, listen, man, the people, this world, they're not ready for what's going down. They're not ready.
It's good to hear. Definitely good to hear something fresh in the streets, fresh for the people to listen to instead of the crowd that we're seeing. And like I said, I shout out Drake too, but you know, a lot of people get on this case because he's trying to be R&B. He doesn't know if he's R&B or he's a rapper.
Do it.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
No, they can't. Yo, you can't knock. Yo, you can't. Yo, man, if anybody knock him out, don't let me meet him, yo.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Me and him, man, y'all got trouble, man. If I'm with any top league noisemaker right now, I don't care what you say.
He's smart. He's making money for both ends of the table.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm a bulldozer. You know what I mean? This is not about this is not even a battle. This is a proclamation of war, man. You know what I mean? Wherever I land, yo, with any top artist, yo, I'm a threat, yo. You know what I'm saying?
You know what it is too. I have a question for you as well. Another question. You see how Cardi B, how she got started in the music business. She did Love and Hip Hop, and then she blew up off of Love and Hip Hop into a mainstream artist now, one of the top female artists right now going today. Let's just say for the sake of the argument, if Love and Hip Hop approaches you about being on Love and Hip Hop, would you do it?
Nah. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Cause of my like my character,
Mm-hmm.
I would. You know what I mean? For
Mm-hmm.
acting purposes, yo.
Right.
Cause I'm a pretty decent face, man. I can make things happen. My story is not, is not fraudulent. I have a real strong one. I got a lot of people that can back, my music story, my street story. You know what I mean? And everything will go hand in hand. But I'm not really into that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not into it. Or
I got you. Now we're gonna talk about the theme song, True Players Podcast. What was your when I came to you and asked you to do this theme song? What came to your mind about that verse that you put in? You and Black Rose's verse. I want to hear from both of y'all in regards to that.
Definitely to impress the homie, man. It was definitely to impress the homie Jada when he had the homie just took that and went right with it. I didn't try to change the concept of the style of the hook. I wanted it to bounce the same way. And it makes sense. You know what I mean? I'm a good beat picker. I've been told that, I got good beat selection and I know I can deliver.
There you go.
Hold up.
So you know what it is. I have a lot of friends who rap in the block, in the neighborhood. They've been rapping. They have some great content, do great things, but never really blow up. Why does that Why does that happen to rappers who actually spit bars? Put in great music and they don't get put on.
More really I'm gonna just speak on my behalf. I have a lot of stagnant. How can I say? Now I want to say it so crazy, Black Rose, that it sticks. You know what I mean? Yeah, stagnating individuals, yo.
Right.
Individuals there purposely to stagnate you, yo.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, they'll sit there, drink with you all night, listen to the mixtape. Yo, man, shit, let. Then when he's supposed to be in the same room with Puffy and them telling him, yo, Puff, this my man, he don't do none of that. Because he's sipping on the Ciroc so lost. You know what I'm saying? He's so woozy now. Oh my God, I forgot to speak on that. Or if he did, that's my artist. I don't know whatever boozoo, boom kind of story they come up with, but they always come up with something to the point where I'm just on the back burner. You feel me? Or I'll be in the studio crushing it. All of a sudden, studio time is limited now. The other artists that's there got hours today. Doing what?
Right.
When you listen to the song that they're doing is booty as hell. Don't have no content. Then you got, I ain't gonna lie, me. I was such a tough individual coming up, being Haitian, man, you got bust ass. You know what I'm saying? So it's like back in the days, I was in the streets and I wasn't, up for no bullshit. This is, Biggie and them coming up. We was sticker boys doing promotion. You know what I mean? Certain niggas, playing you for studio time, you gotta fight for it. I mean, there was a lot. Then when it came down to coming to the table, a lot of dudes that, that were telling me to behave, chill, let us hold you down. They was really holding me down. You know what I mean? People was getting hurt at certain studios or whatever. Like, we not playing, give me my music. You ain't robbing me. You ain't, what I mean? Things like that. Yo, we went through it. And, I developed, some haters. But, like a brother told me, man, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't going to be great.
Funny you say that because my thing is that, my beautiful thing that you said that because I feel that The reason why a majority of people are afraid to be great because they're afraid of the hate that comes with being great.
Mm-hmm.
So they rather be run with the crowd just to be safe and have someone down with them instead of arising and being great because that's what they want to do is be great. You know, you have that in families, you have that with your friends, you have that with family, you have it with distant strangers. It's just something that you have to know what you want. You gotta know what your goals are, your destination, and where you want to be in 5 years. A lot of people don't think about that, think that far.
Yeah, they don't. They
You know what I'm
don't.
saying? You know me, we go back since we baby kids and shit, rest in the fucking basement. You know,
Word
and
up.
you've been around my father. My father was not about just rolling with the crowd. He wanted to be above the crowd.
Word up. That's it. Peace on. Word
He's
up.
like, if you want to be with the crowd, he gonna leave you in the back. I'm going to
Word
keep
up.
going.
He was a mover. He
Yeah,
was a
he's
mover.
movement makes money.
Word up. Word up.
And that's why I appreciate you. That's why I wanted you in the podcast. If I was gonna interview one artist, I had to interview my cousin because I know you're a mover.
Yeah.
You had some tough times
Gotcha.
coming through. You have some tough times. You grew from it, and now you
So
still
close
pursue.
after so close. Nah.
Listen, we got to take the Zoclos. That's the learning process, my man.
You ain't
That's the
never
learning
lied.
process.
Word
We
up.
kids like us needed that. We weren't we were kids that didn't respond to timeouts. We just laugh at you like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
really? Okay.
Some
I'll
kids
just sit
love
there,
to
take
fall
about
on
1 hour.
timeouts. All
I'll take
time.
about 1 hour. Now I'm going back to do the same crap again.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a beautiful thing. You know, I'm doing this podcast. I've been doing this for going on 3 years now. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
beautiful thing.
June 27, 2021. Hopefully it's a different situation we'll have instead of 2020 with this COVID-19
Oh
nonsense.
Lord.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers got us good. They really trying to put a
They
microchip
got
in
us
our
real good
Yeah. They
asses.
said.
because
They
they
said.
pressed that button
They said we're gonna
fast.
interrupt everybody's function,
Right now, we
Hmm.
got to reboot all everything.
but not really realizing like you ain't stopping.
Not
No.
really.
Mm-mm.
You know what
Now
I'm
you
saying? Just
to the
gotta
point that
take precautions.
you were fucking the people who's making you money now.
Yeah.
Those
Them.
billionaires.
Sometimes you don't have to backfire. Shit that you make for people to fuck up and backfire on your ass, and then you're like, oh shit, I shouldn't have did that.
Yeah.
Now I'm
So
fucking up my shit.
Exactly. Like I said before, we gotta get, as more personal, we gotta get the family on board with this movement of being great. I think a lot of us get into factions and forget that we have to be great first before we have factions. And
yeah.
people believe that they're great with the faction they're with, when not they're not really all that great.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
I try
You
to
take you everywhere. You don't take it serious with you.
yeah, I try to be with people who are willing to be better than their parents. My mother, my father told me one thing.
Greatness.
Your job is not to be with me. Your job is to be better than me. Learn from
That's
my
right.
mistakes so you can be
Take
better
the
than
tools
me.
that I use and use it towards
That's
you
right.
to make it better. Yeah?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Take what
it's
I
a
give you and make it better.
exactly. I had blessings, my mother, my father. I had uncles, aunts. Granted, no one's perfect. We all make mistakes here, and we all make mistakes. But the thing is that how do we come back from those mistakes? Do we become the same person or less person, or do we become better person after those mistakes? And that's what's lost. That's what's lost in this industry of rap. Guys make mistakes, they get locked up. All right, so you get locked up. All right,
And
so what
come
are you
right
gonna
back
do?
to bullshit.
What are you gonna do what are you gonna do when you come back out?
Same
You know,
bullshit.
that's why I like listening.
Same
That's why
bullshit.
I listen to Mano. Anytime Mano get on that Instagram live, I gotta sit there and listen to him.
Yeah, Mano, right? Yeah, he
Yeah.
another yeah. Yeah.
He came
Like
home
right
late.
now, yeah, me and Mano like me and him in the room is like it's a whole different problem. I might not go home. I
Mm.
mean Mano gonna be like, nah, yo, you gotta say, yo, you ain't gotta go nowhere, right? I'm like, nah, bro, I'm chilling. All right, we'll kick up. You feel me? It's like certain relationships, man. Motherfuckers don't know. I'm built for this because of the creativity.
Hmm.
And the love is I ain't gonna front you, the love is still there. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I say it's not because of, like I said, them last two brothers, man, chopped me a lot, my bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking at a young one that's about to go, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
The other one already done caked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nipsey was good. You know what I mean?
Right.
Pop, he coming in, you know what I mean? And once that happened, that crippled me.
Mhm.
I'm saying that kind of like, do I want to be so popular and fire that happens? You understand where I'm coming from? And then it pushes me more towards like hunting to do features with certain brothers, so I could leave some type of mark in this game. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm too much of a shadow, and then sometimes the circles that I'll keep will be like will suppress me, like, you know what I mean? They won't take you to that next level.
Right.
They feel like he gonna leave me behind.
Mhm.
He ain't gonna remember us. Just let me get a chance to pay y'all back then. Stop trying, you know what I mean, keep me back. You feel me? Like, bros forgot, yo, Dom. Remember when our feet really got wet? Like, right before Andy, all right? I used to pull up. I used to do this was just me, you know what I'm saying? Popping up at the crib, like, yo, what up, my nigga? You already knew something was up.
Yeah.
Like, what's my cousin doing? You know what I mean? But it's like,
we
growing
have
up thinking of all that bread, right, that I was sitting on and moving, I'm like, I don't care about none of that.
don't forget our little adventures. I remember Murdoch Ave.
You okay? Okay. A whole bunch of like, I lost my mind as a kid. You know what I mean? Growing up, like, damn, I had 2 boxes in my mother wall, yo, with money in it. You know what I mean? Like, those were the epic times of you watched the right dealer, bro. You feel me? Not the wrong dealer. I grew up around dudes that I really learned from. When I got knocked, nobody on the block paid my bail. I had my bail. So, what's the difference now?
Right.
The game open for a 6'9". Are you serious? Rats still walking. Like, it's crazy for me. Because here it is, I'm writing 10 songs a day. Maybe more. Maybe more, depending on the herb. You know what I mean? If the herb is stupid, man, I'm in here getting crazy. I'm not running out. I've been writing for
a long time.
Duffel Bag Music, that was a real good mixtape. That I met that by the heart. Like, I had duffel bags of music. While dudes are like, yo, I got like 10 notebooks. And 10 notebooks? What are you talking about? I still got just like what, 2 months ago, we on the phone with Patrick Blank. A lot of people don't know who that is, but you know what I mean? We're gonna keep that hush.
Yes.
He said, yo, bro, your old hits is still ill to us, yo. Like, we don't even care. Like,
nothing but love. Nothing but love.
New stuff is ill, but my old shit still sound better than my new shit. That is crazy.
Man, oh man.
And I'm the artist. I don't depend on the mic and all that. I'm still super, super, super old school. I pull up. That's the difference between me and a lot of these rappers. You know what I mean? I'm on my hood to hood. I'm in everybody's hood. I pop up. I do music in the studio here. Do a couple tracks here. Slide out. Leave a little hook idea here. This is what I'm supposed to do, yo. Exactly. I love the craft. I could be, you know what I mean? I'm there for that. That's how Gridlock got put together.
Absolutely. Now, I'm not trying to blow up your age, but a lot of people are into younger rappers. You know what I'm saying? Does age really matter in this game when you're trying to put out albums?
Nah, it's about experience, yo. Because if that was the case, nobody would be listening to Jada and Styles and shit. Like, they living off experience is lit. All right, you have look at Nas, man. What? Please, Nas fall off. Let's be real.
No, he never fall off.
So
He got
when,
he got he got he got better.
you understand where I'm coming from? That's
King
that's
King's Disease is like the hottest album since Illmatic.
okay. So it's like, come on, man. Like certain things you just can't. It's not just no. It's not gonna die.
hmm
It's not gonna die.
Absolutely. So now you got your sons, your two sons who are rappers. How many tracks have they put out under the Gridlock label?
Well, right now, Austin has two full like good singles.
hmm
Collectively, he has 15 songs.
hmm
Right? He don't want to push an album. He just want to go singles.
Want to do singles? Okay.
JJ, he says, "Dad, you just help me. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like, just show me what's best, singles or album. It doesn't matter. You know I'm right. He's
Right.
a constant writer,
Mm.
and I noticed like he freestyles more. You know what I mean? He like to freestyle a lot. He has the South in him. He was born in Georgia, so
Right.
his flow different. Because like he snaps. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I love it. So I'm trying to make sure they stay on the up and up. I mean, speak their gentleman shit more than anything, yo.
Now you say he's on the southern shit. Which rapper do you think he's closely matches with? Like closely matches with from the South? Is it someone like T.I. or Ludacris or if you think his flow,
Yo,
which flow closely resembles?
What artist would you say JJ reminds you of? Is close in comparison to in the South?
Down south? The south?
Yeah.
The baby?
Yeah.
Okay.
The baby.
Okay.
Yeah, the baby. I ain't gonna lie.
hmm
I ain't gonna lie, son. I was gonna say, what's the other homie, man? What's the other homie? Lil Baby.
Lil Baby.
The baby or Lil
Yeah,
Baby?
him.
Okay.
Yeah, He got this constant, and if he closes his eyes, dominant.
hmm
So he get in the zone.
Also, I caught JJ's little TikTok on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's acting in his future.
I'm trying to tell you. Word up. He's too much. He's too much sauce, yo. He's a straight Dragon Ball Z. Straight. He's a loose cannon. Word up.
You never know. Once I get back on my writing for my Yu-Gi-Oh spinoff, yo, trust me, he gonna be in my motion picture Yu-Gi-Oh series, which I'm trying to put out.
I'm trying to tell you, he's different, yo.
You know what I'm saying? So definitely. I wish my partner Ricky Brown was here. He had some questions for you as well, but on the next time you will definitely, we're gonna do another podcast with you to follow up on this afterwards and things like that. Anything else you want to tell to the viewers here on True Players Podcast about what's your next projects, your other products you are working on, other opportunities that you're also working on?
Well, just basically that's what I'm focused on, bro. Like the music, because there's not besides my 9 to 5, hustle. There's nothing, there's nothing that I do besides the Nerf. You know what I mean? I got my little Nerf league.
Okay.
I got hella weapons. You know what I mean? It's basically the music. You know what I mean? And part of that, Nerf is being placed with that music also, as far as like little contests to keep the young viewers involved with Gridlock. We're into finding abandoned locations that we could play have a warfare in. But like overall, like I said, it's the music, because there's not a day that passes where these kids on this roster, they hit me. You know what I mean? And it's not just kids, because I got an older artist too. She's an R&B artist. And she called me the other day and was like, yo, I need a hook. I was like, well, you want me to write it or you want me to help you, get it? She was like, I need you to put a beat around it. Ooh. And so she's singing, I got on the speaker, kept singing the hook, humming it to me. Mm-hmm. Yo, I made the, the little bass line for her with the guitar. Mm-hmm. She was like, that's it. Can you send that to me right now? You feel me? So that excitement right there got me. I'm like, all right, who's she gonna go with? So, I'm just waiting for her now, to hit me back with, a little feedback on what she's got. But
I got you.
Basically everything is, the creativity at home. I'm constantly, writing. I need your help. That's all I need, as far as the other stuff is concerned. Or what we spoke on.
Yeah, we're gonna get you out there, promotions and all that stuff. Your promotions help True Players Podcast as well, and it goes hands in hand. We know my motto: a favor for a favor. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's all I live by. I can't be doing all the favors for people. You're not returning it back. It's like a ball and chain act. It's like a ball and chain act. I'm not willing to do that. We're too old. We're too grown. We're too many. We lost too much time chasing other people's dreams and now working on our own dreams.
That's right.
And we gotta change that up. And I definitely appreciate you joining me on the True Players Podcast. We've been speaking since I got started with this podcast for 2 years for you to get on. I finally got you on. A little longer than expected, but I'm glad you came on the show and joined me.
I appreciate you, yo.
You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate all the viewers out there too, man.
Definitely. They thank you. Our Black Rose is up. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm over here.
But definitely, I'm still waiting on the True Players Podcast remix anthem.
Oh, definitely. That's in the
we got something. We got something for you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send you something.
I got you. I got you. Because you like that little intro I did, but I need a more recent picture of both of y'all separately or together, whatever y'all do. Because I'm about to do another intro video for the podcast too. I'm working on that as well, and things like that. We got a few things jumping off. It is what it is. Progression, more pride, more progression, more ideas makes it less complacent. We don't want to be in a complacent place. We want to be stagnant. We want to keep moving. Make this money. Get this money. Zoe family, he left family, the conglomerate, period. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? If some people in the Hilaire family don't want to jump on board, they can stay on the porch. We ain't gonna beg you to join. You either get on the train or stay at the stop.
Right.
Stay there.
No safety nets.
No safety nets.
No lifesavers.
No fallback options.
No.
You know what I'm saying? We don't do that. We don't do that. Our parents.
Exactly.
And come without the hating attitude too. We don't need that.
Pretty much.
We don't need that.
Optimistic over open-minded and
that's what we are truly about. On that note, we're gonna end the podcast right now. Any final words? Any final words from Black Rose and Prophecy? Let the people know.
Keep on going. Relax. You already know. Team Hugs. We out here, and we just do it for the now and the future.
All right.
That's what's up. All right, everybody. She made Big Dom. I'm about to sign off on this podcast. You can listen to this podcast on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Joey G Radio, TuneIn Radio, iHeartRadio. You can also watch the podcast on YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, True Players Podcast on YouTube. Subscribe to that channel. Also, any feedback, comments, and complaints, definitely hit me up. Email trueplayerspodcast@gmail.com, which is TRUPLAYAZ podcast@gmail.com. Hi, it's your boy, Prophecy, Gridlock, Team Hugs, Black Rose, Prophecy. Absolutely.
Definitely wanted us to be lit.
Absolutely. Say bye-bye to my little niece over there, Essence. That's right. Boom. There you go. It's your man Big Dom. Signing off, baby. Peace.
You already love you, yo.
Love you too.
He's like a soothsayer. Shout out to Big Dom. He's a true player. We even talk God, man. We be soufflaying. So who's playing? We talk about